Welcome to the GCN Tech Show.
This week we've got 3D printed saddles, new shoes, a gold wheel, bike upgrades, the bike fault, and our main talking point.
Yeah, a rim brake's dead. And my voice is gone. Sorry.
Now for our main talking point. Is the rim brake really dead?
I know. It's a topic us cyclists go on and on about. But we asked you back in November 2018, would the rim brake be extinct in 2 years' time? Now we're only a year away from that. Well, we thought it'd be a good idea to give you an update. What is the verdict?
Well, they're still around.
Yeah, of course.
Traditionally, when the disc brakes came out, it was the sprinters that used the disc brake bikes because it made it slightly heavier. But nowadays, we're seeing climbers use the disc brakes on summit finishes.
Yeah, we even saw Evenepoel win on that summit finish using his S-Works, and that had disc brakes.
It did.
I mean, he had the watts too, to be fair.
Big watts.
Big watts.
But we did notice that Team Ineos were using the Pinarello F12 rim brake version.
Yeah, we had our big DI out, and we saw them using them rim brake bikes.
So if one of the best teams in the world are using the rim brakes, are disc brakes better?
Well, Manon, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely up for debate, isn't it? I mean, the rim brake bike takes that little bit more pressure, and it doesn't have the stopping power as a disc brake bike.
The disc brakes are a lot more reactive and responsive, and they are really good in the wet.
Yeah, I think most pro cyclists will go for the disc brake bike in the wet races, 100%.
You can also run a lot wider tyre on a disc brake bike because you haven't got the limitation of the calipers.
Yeah, that's very true, and it's a very good point. And also, I guess the disc brakes haven't been around as much as the rim brakes, so they're going to be a little bit more pricier. But saying that, I've been told that the rim brake bikes are more aerodynamic, and they're easier to set up, and they're more affordable.
That's very true, but it is quite a faff when you have to change the brake pads on the rim brakes, and they do wear quite quickly, so you do have to change them quite often.
Yeah, that is very true. But also, even pro mechanics, when changing a wheel, it does take them that little bit longer. So in races, that could be a big issue.
Yeah, and with a through axle,
yeah,
be a bit of a faff. So Hank, what do you prefer, disc or rim brakes?
It's a good question. I personally would go for disc brake version. I'm not too worried about weight because, well, I'm not racing anymore, and I like to be able to have a bike that I can go out in all weathers and not really worry. When you are used to race on rim brake version in the wet, it created a bit of a film around that rim, and so the stopping distance was a lot longer than on disc brake version. And on weight, Ollie actually went for the Pinarello F12 rim brake version, and he did a video on it, and he wanted to save as much weight as possible. He's more into the marginal gains than I am. But what would you go for?
Definitely disc brakes, I think. Last year I had the options of a rim brake bike and disc brake bike, and I always preferred the disc brake bike just because I feel like when I was racing it was a lot more reliable. If it started raining halfway through the race, I knew I could stop quick enough, and just the reaction time on the disc brakes were a lot better. And I feel like I avoided quite a few crashes because of my disc brakes.
Yeah, I didn't avoid those crashes, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, and I think manufacturers are going that way, aren't they? They're creating bikes that are disc brake only. The
Specialized Venge, the Cannondale System 6, the Trek Madone, and the Scott Addick as just disc brake bikes. They're not available as rim brake bikes.
I mean, I guess the future of cycling could potentially be a disc brake way. Is the disc brake the future? We want to know. Now, we're still having this debate, but are you still having this debate? Let us know in the comment section below. We want to hear the pros and the cons to how you feel about riding the disc brake or the rim brake. Do let us know in that comment section below.
Now it's time for some hot tech.
Oh, what have we got this week, Manon?
This week we've got a 3D printed saddle from Physique.
Check that out.
Looks like a saddle from the future.
It does indeed, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is the Antares Versus Adaptive. So it's made from the 3D printing using polymer matrix. That's that material that's being used. And it's in the Antares shape from Physique. Really nice looking saddle. And yeah, it feels lovely actually, doesn't it?
But how much does it weigh?
Well, interestingly, Physique say this weighs 169.2 grams, so super light. They also say it's one of their most comfortable saddles using that Antares shape. So it's light, it's comfortable. I guess what's not to like there? It looks like they've done a good job there, I have to say.
Very nice.
Right, onto shoes now, and I personally love a nice pair of new shoes. And check these out. Now these are the